What is going on, guys? This is Ben here, bringing you another Vainglory video. In today's video, I'm doing a little bit different of a hero build that I've normally done. Normally, if you see me playing Vox, I usually go CP, but we have a Adagio lane going CP this game, so I was like, you know what? Weapon Power Vox isn't terrible, so we'll try it in the jungle. I don't know, and I'm not playing this live, I'm just recording this after because I originally was just kind of playing, and I usually, whenever I'm just playing, I have my iPad recording, and this was actually a pretty decent match. It's pretty intense towards the end, and you may be asking, like, why? They have a Saw and a Kestrel. Well, the Saw is actually going, I'll just spoil it for you right now, he actually is going a CP Saw, and yeah, we'll just go through that. But honestly, like, Vox jungle after this game, it isn't terrible. I mean, he's got okay wave clear with his resonance, because if you can group up the minions and whatnot, and once you get some weapon power, you can actually kill some things. So like the general weapon power build that I like to do is I like to get a Sour Blade, and then I also like to maybe get some crit like the Tyrant's Monocle, get some attack speed, and then like Breaking Point. I think that's what it is, Sour Blade. And then I probably go like a Blazing Salvo, leave it at that, get a Tyrant's, and then late game get a Breaking Point. I think that's what I decided to do because you have a lot of burst potential with like your A ability, and of course you really want to overdrive that A ability to get that 20% weapon power for I think like a couple seconds. But either way, Dodger's getting a little bit pushed in lane here, so we thought we might as well try and kill the Saw here. Unfortunately, I was too slow to get my pulse off, and it is Pulse, I think so. I've been playing Vox for so long now, like a month, that I completely forget his abilities. Sonic Zoom, Pulse, and wait for it. Okay, there we go, I remembered. Honestly though, I just want to say, like, I'm pretty sure, like, at this current time, Vox is my favorite hero. I know I get asked that all the time. He's my favorite hero just to play, just when playing around. I don't know, he's just really fun. Like, what are your guys' favorite heroes and like why? For me, it's like Vox. I don't know why. I just enjoy playing him. Like some other heroes, it's like stressful to play them. Maybe because I'm just like I don't know exactly how to play him the right way. But either way, we're starting to invade here. I told the Arden to come and steal the top camps because I didn't want. We could have easily just went and got our backs, but I was like, you know, we have the opportunity to steal some farm, and we got to buy. And so we're like, that's why I decided to ping the Arden to go over there, and it actually worked out for us. You can see Saw's pushing the turret here, so we're trying to come up from behind him, but he's in the way, so I'm just kind of letting the turret hit the minions, trying to get them. And now it's okay to go get our backs and everything, because like the tops are the backs and the fronts, because I still remember, you guys probably remember talking about it, like how I say tops for the shop minions and then I say backs, which logically, yeah, it doesn't really make sense, but I should say backs and fronts or tops. If I do say tops, I should say bottoms for the backs, you know, whatever it is, whatever, who cares. But either way, now we're farm clearing the jungle. I'm getting pretty fed up in here. Oh no, for the early game, I should say, because I almost have almost the 10 CS per minute, but I got the heavy steel already. Unfortunately, Adagio did get ganked up in the lane there, and usually if the Saw goes weapon power, that's like a for sure turret. And this Arden's trying to like solo me right here, but maybe if I was CP Vox, he for sure wouldn't be able to like deal a ton more damage than I would be able to deal to him. Oh, and he had a clutch Vanguard there, otherwise he would have died with my auto attack. But yeah, like the difference, some people may not know this, the main difference between like, and look how low they are, dude. Boom, there we go, we'll take him out. Unfortunately, we can't get the Arden, or we do. I didn't remember that one. So we actually took them out, relieved some of the pressure off of the lane at least. But the main difference between CP Vox and Weapon Power Vox is Weapon Power Vox is actually pretty good early game. He's really strong like mid game, and he can be really strong late game, but if you're going up against a CP Vox, like a CP Vox sucks early game, is decent mid game depending on how much farm you get, and then late game CP Vox is a monster because of all like the resonance bounces, literally melts teams. But weapon power boxes, I'd say, is just more reliable mid and early game. Late game, it can still deal a ton of damage and whatnot, but it's just like not as much burst damage to the entire team, not as much AOE damage. Because weapon power box is more of like burn down a single target a little bit faster. But he is still super squishy, and like so you gotta be careful of that. And like Kestrel's arrows just freaking hurt. And I do want to mention though, Kestrel is doing like a, I know I haven't showed the builds yet, but Kestrel is doing a, and I don't know how that didn't kill him there. So close, but Kestrel is doing like, well, I know when Kestrel first came out, Rumbly was doing the hybrid build, and I think that's what Kestrel is actually running right now. Getting some CP and then going weapon power. I think Rumbly did the like Sorrow Blade and then CP though, so they're kind of doing like backwards, but either way. Alright, we're getting the backs now. Arden stole that one from me with the punch, but whatever. Still getting some farm, not bad. If you're in the jungle and you got 43 farm at like 50 or at almost 6 minutes, that's actually pretty decent. Usually it's a little bit rougher than that. But there's Saw still chilling in lane, and I'm pretty close to the Sorrow Blade. I didn't even realize I was getting hit here. I can't really get super close to the Kestrel because the mist is probably there, but we're going for it. Thank God she missed her auto or whatever. And then Arden does pick up the kill, and like I don't know, man. Like I'm just dealing a ton of damage to them right now, and that's because I'm able to get some pretty good weapon power items at this point. And we saw that Saw went back there, so I'm like, all right. Let's go, let's get this turret. And then Arden's kind of just chilling on, doing his own thing. So early game, guys. Early game, this looks like a complete steamroll. It looks like we're making these great plays. We're doing great things. You just wait. Oh, it turns around, trust me. It gets interesting pretty soon. But we see Saw there, place the scout trap. Yeah, saw him poop a scout trap out there. We're actually gonna go for the gold mine here. A little interesting play call here, because Sock and then the Kestrel are right there, and I'm kind of on the bad spot here because I'm taking full damage from the gold mine. I'm taking damage from Kestrel, but we were able to get it with me kind of distracting them, and I did as much damage as I could. And I still don't have boots yet. Vox is a pretty mobile character. Boots are always a nice item, but I kind of just wanted to get the Sorrow Blade first or whatever. And Adagio, or Arden, was able to pick up the Saw, which is good. But, ooh, Kestrel's laser is ridiculous, dude. But they're actually gonna try and push turret here, I believe. I think yeah, so they're pushing down the turret. We're trying to get there. It's almost going down, and yeah, we can't get there. We got there too late. The turret does go down, but hey. We're trying to kill the Arden here. We're able to pick him up. And that's so nice when you have the resonance on someone. You can just like sonic zoom and it catches up to him. That's always a nice thing. But Kestrel and all them are still up there. So Adagio does have to be careful because I kind of left him to just pretty much farm. And that's what I'm doing. Boom, boom, boom. And this is where I kind of got mad. I was on the way to the backs. I haven't really taken much lane farm or any lane farm. And then Adagio kind of steals my backs. And I gave him the ping for that one. I was like, why, bro? I never even took your lane farm. I mean, I understand, like, I'm getting somewhat decent fed in the jungle, but I only took like one minion or one or two minions from you, bro. But there we go. I do pick up the boots. At the time, I didn't really know, so I was going CP until I got shanked in the face, and I was like, oh, he is going CP. Something I gotta be wary of. And that's why I have the reflex block for the gauntlet. See if I can block the shank a little bit, the Kestrel stun, and then I probably will turn it into Aegis because Kestrel has like that CP, and I didn't really know at the time. But they're going for the gold mine. They are pretty weak. You can see Kestrel and all of them there, but so is Adagio. Our Arden did end up dying, but oh, you can see that pro ult right there. Oh, I'm taking so much damage. We're able to get the kill. Oh, I got aggro on me. Uh-oh. Kestrel's going invisible. Uh-oh, and I accidentally stopped it. What am I doing? Oh, and she picks me off. So you can see it's starting to turn around, not in our favor anymore. They got a couple kills. My team was fighting like man down or whatever, but it was on the gold mine, so that's okay. But like at this point, I was like, oh, it's a double CP. You can see all that Kestrel has is like the Eva Harvest, some CP, and then Saw has another Eva Harvest and everything like that. So that's why I picked the light shield. They're trying to pick up Kestrel here. not working, so they get away, unfortunately, but they're still pursuing. I walk right into the damn gauntlet. Whenever I look at the scoreboard, sometimes I forget like what's going on, but ooh, saw almost killed him. You see all three of them here, and this is turning downhill. This is turning downhill. We can't, ooh, those hurt. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, the Adagio heal the hurt. Ooh, and I get drilled by the face. So yeah, this is where it starts to turn around. Like, I don't even know exactly what's happening. I think it's just like my team is like kind of going in, like they're doing fine, but they're getting so weak, and then they continue to fight, and then I continue to fight too. So it's a combination of things. But they're able to slow Arden on the turret there. Does he drop? They do. They're able to kill him, and then the Saw is going in for the shank. Unfortunately, he is not able to pick up the kill. That was good. That was good there. And they did not get this turret, which is good as well. And I used my resonance there to check in the brush. And then backs are up. Gotta go take those. And we got a Saw trying to get his stacks up. What is he doing? Unfortunately, I can't really catch up to him with all three of them right there, because I think Kestrel's there too. But I'm trying to. Ooh, and that hurts. And that kind of made me back off a little bit. That took like half my health, but you can see they're still fairly weak there. I see Arden's up in here, and I don't really know why Saw decided to use his whatever, his suppressing fire at that point in time. But I was able to pick up two of them. They're so weak, and then I'm just kind of waiting for Arden to start moving here, and I'm picking up some light shields, some potions to get some of my energy and health back. We maybe will be fighting Kestrel. I don't really remember, but Adagio wants us to go for the gold mine. Arden actually does catch the Kestrel out here. I get my resonance on here, and you can see since she's pretty squishy, it just deals a ton of damage to her. And this is where I was like, you know what, I'm not going to even save the lane for Adagio, I'm just going to push it. Because he took my bags that one time, but ooh, the shank hurts, man. And the suppressing fire. I'm like, oh god, there's Arden here, which way do I want to go? So I take another shank. Oh, I used the reflex block to get out, but Arden is on my tail. Get away from me. Unfortunately, ooh. Okay, honestly, when I first looked at that, I thought I dodged that snipe. Like, it did not look in the line that I was standing in, but I still got hit by it. So we gotta give her props on that one. So we're 7-5-2 right now. Adagio's 1-7. He's not having the. He's having a tough time in the lane against the Saw and everything like that. It's starting to turn around, like for them at least. Like they're starting to catch us out, just pick us off slowly, and like you can't really win a 2v3 right now. It feels like, or that's what it seems like, for at least for us. Then we see Arden here. Adagio gets the ult off. That was a good ult. Stuns the Kestrel, able to kill her. Saw does go in for the shank here, so we focus our attention on him, and he does suppressing fire. I don't know why. Maybe to get his stacks up so he can use his ultimate, because he does have the Eva Harvest. But I'm just trying to. They're gonna try and get for the gold mine here. I'm just kind of trying to back this Arden off, and then we can go for it safely because it's paid out at 298. That's quite a big payout. And I'm working towards the Tyrant's Monaco right now, trying to get some weapon power. But you can see, like, when I fight, it's more of most of my damage is only focused on one hero. It's not like CP Vox where it just annihilates the entire team. But we're only like 13 minutes in, and I still do quite a bit of damage, so it's all good. And right here, trying to get resonance on Peeps. Oh, I get drilled. I get drilled by the Kesher ult. And that took my health out so fast, dude. And it's crazy just how much they hurt, dude. And here we go. They're able to get the ace. And they take the gold mine. So I guess, like, sorry for that. I probably just made all of you young. But like the biggest thing I've noticed this game is we tend to not fight as a team, like as a whole. Like sometimes, we'll turn this down. Sometimes like my team, like Arden and Adagio, will either just fight 2v3 and try and deal as much damage with one of us farther back, or even it'd be me and Arden. So that's just one thing I noticed this entire game after just watching this. Like the reason why we were having such a tough time is like we weren't fighting as a team. And then I'm going for the the saw here. He does get his shanks, but he's in my sight still for that resonance, and he does block it, but I got boots, boy. And then we catch up to him, able to pick him off. I thought about buying breaking point at this point, but I was like, I can't even stay alive long enough for it to be worthwhile, so I was just kind of farming up. Oh, there's like 10 seconds left to take the gold mine before Kraken spawns, so like, you know what, might as well just take it. There we go, get the tiny gold payout. And I'm still, I don't know. I'm not getting much farm anymore as I was, but that's because, like, I don't know, they're starting to freaking kill us every freaking time. And you can see Adagio's way on our side, taking the mini miner, and so we really have no chance to really engage and fight right now. So we're just kind of backing off, seeing what's going down. But there you go, he comes, he's up there, and I get the boots because it feels like I'm always too slow, too slow to either catch up to them, to run away, or whatever. And right now we're kind of just chilling, waiting for something to happen. You see Kestrel up there, I was like, yo, we gotta go up there. And I get caught out in this fight here. I do use my ultimate there, got all my resonance on, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna jump in here. And that's probably the worst idea I've ever had. The reason why I wanted to jump in that Vanguard there, or the gauntlet there, was so I could use my resonance, but when I jumped in there, I got focused like crazy. The Kestrel aerials were hitting me, I think it Saw's ultimate was hitting me. So honestly, I probably should just backed off. That kind of sucks though, and like you can see, we're just starting to fall apart right here. We're literally can't win a fight, it feels like. And they're not getting Kraken, that's all good. And Kestrel's kind of split down there, and I see Saw down here. I'm like, I think I can take Saw on a 1v1 at this point. Yeah, his shank does a ton of damage, but I got Arden on my back now there, and it's just easy to focus him down. Even if I didn't have Arden there, I'm pretty sure I still would have won that fight. But I'm still trying to get enough gold as well for the Tyrant's Monocle. Arden's going all the way to their side. Like, we're never together, it feels like, because I know Adagio's clearing lane, but Arden's taking their minion miner, but that's like really risky, because you can see all three of them are up there, or chasing him, but he does get away somehow. I don't really know how, or maybe he used Vanguard or something. And I just need to get this regen here to be able to, oh yeah, this freaking minion, man. I'm like, yo, how is this minion not dying? So there we go, we finally take it. Get the Tyrant's Monocle. I've been trying to get that for the past, what, like 5 freaking minutes. Buy some potions, just to top off my little health bar there, and we're looking for a fight now. I think Adagio bought a lot of infusions this game. He bought quite a bit of infusions. He was always infused whenever I looked at it, it seemed like. But I kind of like, oh god. And they use the gauntlet, and they actually line up perfectly here. They're all in that line, so this is good for me, because now I can just shoot my resonance around. And we could go chase the Saw, but we decided to just, I'm going to push lane here, and then we're going to go for Kraken. And then Saw is actually just chilling right there, but I don't know. I was like, yeah, we don't really need to fight you right now. Let's make him back off, and then we can take the Kraken. So things are going in our favor now. They weren't going in our favor. But here we go. Still, our Kraken clear isn't very good. And one thing I also did notice too, like, I feel as though if Adagio would have gave me the buff when we were fighting instead of himself, it would have been a lot better for us, because weapon power Vox does so much damage. If Adagio gave me the damage buff, I would be dealing insane amount of damage. But like, one thing I've noticed is he actually hasn't really given me the damage buff at all this game, except for maybe like once. And you can see they're fighting down there, and I really wanted to ping so bad. I'm like, why are you guys trying to kill them down there when we're supposed to be pushing turrets? So I was just like, I'll just kill this turret on my own, and then let them do. And then these guys actually try and chase me. And Arden does have a breaking point, so that's pretty scary, but I'm just trying to kite him, use my reflex block, somehow kill him, but there's no way I'm gonna outrun a Kestrel here. I'm trying to dodge, and I'm like, you know what, let's just try and deal any damage, but I dropped before I could do anything. So at least it's just a CP Saw trying to take down the Kraken, which is really good because all it really has is his ultimate, and then his knife actually does quite a bit of damage to it, but either way, we still got positive gold out of that push because we were able to get the 2 turrets, the one that I took down with the Kraken, and then the Kraken took that one on its own. Even though our team did try to like fight 2v3 down in the jungle, like we should have just tried, like they probably should have just like stayed back and waited to push the turrets or whatever, but it's alright, it somehow worked out in our favor. And now I'm just chilling, waiting for my spawn timers, you know, it's 20 minutes in, this is how we do. Tough match, even though it shouldn't be super tough. This match was difficult, dude. So many mistakes for like our team-wide play. We weren't, oh god, and then I saw the art in here, I'm like, oh god, I'm just gonna get the heck out here. And then my team decides to engage. When I jump out of the gauntlet, they go back in, and then we're like split here. I'm trying to kill the Kestrel, she goes a little invisible, and then I kind of just jump right into that, and got them so freaking weak. But unfortunately I didn't have enough. Yeah, there's just sloppy team fights by us. That's why it's like such a rough match for us. And then the CP Saw is actually that knife. That knife is ridiculous. And then Kestrel actually going weapon power with those arrows because I have nothing against Kestrel. So she originally was going CP. She's doing like the hybrid build, and she is shredding through me. And then you can see they're pushing down these turrets. It's not good. Not good. And then Adagio does infuse once again. I feel as though if he didn't infuse as much early game, he would have had a lot more like tier 3 items in the late game, but that's alright. We're back alive. We're ready to go do some things, ready to go kill some people. Get him off of this Halcyon fold, you know, and I'm just clearing the lane here. So I want to get my breaking point. That's what my next item is. And you can see they're kind of backing off. There's no like Kraken to worry about anymore. I think it spawns fairly soon though. But Adagio's taking the jungle, taking the minion miner. So I'll just take the lane farm. And Arden is like fighting again by himself. That's another thing I noticed. Arden fought by himself quite a bit. And their Arden actually has a breaking point. You can see how much he's freaking melting me, along with that suppressing fire. So and then whatever that popped up there messed me up. So we're like, alright, GTFO boys. So yeah, Arden kind of went in on his own there, and that really cost us because Adagio wasn't by us. And then Adagio drops, and then this freaking Saw, man, trying to catch up to me. I'm like, oh heck no. So I get the breaking point, pick up an infusion because I know they're just gonna try and push for win here. Looking pretty grim at this point. I'm trying to just deal some poke damage to Arden to make them back off because if they want to tank turrets, then I'll be able to kill them. But I'm still trying to deal the damages. I don't really know what he's doing, but the shank hurts, bro. It hurts. I'm trying to get my health back a little bit. Just trying to clear these minions so we don't lose my turret. And then I almost dropped there. If I would have died there, that would have been GG because they would have got full health from that ace buff, and there would have been nothing that we could have done. I'm just trying to build my breaking point now. Up to 4 stacks, not too much, but it melted through the Saw actually. And this Kestrel trying to take her down. She's so squishy. And then we're able to pick her up. And then the Saw, or not the Saw, the Arden is actually hitting the vein still. I didn't realize that until like right now. I mean, look how close he almost is to getting it. But I ult just in case. But we were able to finish it off. And now, right here, the spawn timer is like over 30 seconds left. So what we could have done is actually pushed for the base like me and Adagio are going for, but you can see Arden kind of trails off and goes for the Kraken. So we need someone to tank 2 turrets at the base, so like we gotta kind of follow where Arden goes at this point. We easily could have just finished the game, but I guess like we couldn't have done it without Arden though because we needed him to tank. So we're just gonna take the Kraken here, and I do pick up another light shield just because those Saw shanks, dude, are crazy. And I'm double infused at this point, able to get the Kraken. But you guys see what I mean at how crazy that was, because our team fighting was not on point, not at all. So I'm kind of just chilling here, and then Arden's kind of just wandering. There's like, I don't know, it just seemed like we weren't on the same page at all. Like Arden would go in and fight, then Adagio would go in and fight, and then at least this last fight was pretty good because he actually does a good gauntlet here when we're all there. Trying to burn down, just get my breaking point stacks. Doesn't really matter who I'm hitting because I'll just get them anyways. And then Kesha, of course, stuns me. I was a little bit late on reflex block, but so much burst damage. And Adagio gave me the buff there. See what happens when he gives me the actual buff, dude? If he gives me the damage buff, I deal so much damage because I just literally melted through all of them there. But there we go. Stressful game. You can see I was a little bit laggy there. If you guys are ever lagging too, just hit your recall button and then it'll just kind of send you back and hopefully you don't lag. If you guys kind of like stuttering, walking around, you know what I'm saying, it'll fix that. But yeah, that game was rough. I honestly thought we were gonna lose it when I saw Arden was still alive taking that vein crystal, but somehow pulled it out. It was rough through the entire game. I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure like we did and or subscribe for more Vainglory videos not ready. Hope you guys have a wonderful day tonight, and I'll see you guys later.